Hello, Sunshine. Have to tell you about something rad that happened today. I finally snagged that major VR contract. Remember the big studio we were talking about the other day? Yup, that's right. I'm over the moon. Speaking of cool stuff, did you know that we perceive certain colors faster than others? Yep. Apparently, our eyes register yellow first. So there just might be something to people cautioning us to not eat yellow snow. Unusual observation, huh? Speaking of snow, it's getting pretty frosty lately, isn't it? I'll have to pull out my scarves soon. Anyway, I was up late last night giving Eric and Nina a run for their money in Battle Cry. As expected, conquered the virtual battlefield again. Oh, and can't forget the virtual fast food feast we indulged in. Added a couple of virtual pounds, I guess. Best part, Nina actually dropped a fries emoji. Seriously, Eric needs to catch up with our gaming prowess. But aside from all the fun, these guys are my rock. They're really supportive of all this VR journey, really lifts up my spirits. Nina even said, "You're practically living your dreams," which was heartwarming to hear. Also shared our latest binge watch sensation, Time Ripple, with them. Hope they enjoy the ride as much as I did. Enough rambling for now, though. Heya! So I fell down virtual steps today. Yeah, you heard that right. I spent the day exploring Mayan ruins in VR, and I managed to trip over some damn stone steps, virtually speaking anyway. I swear it felt so real. It reminded me that one time we explored that old abandoned mansion in our neighborhood as kids, remember? Just minus the dust and the actual possibility of hurting my ankle. And before you ask, no, I didn't encounter any virtual jaguars, but it was a pretty wild adventure nonetheless. The intricate designs and the architectural genius behind these ruins, absolutely mind-blowing. Nina swears it sounds like I'm time traveling, and honestly, I couldn't argue there. Now, if only I could perfect my virtual footing, that'd be great. Went straight into ideation mode afterwards. You know how I love immersing myself in a project, diving headfirst into the creative abyss. Speaks of my perfectionist tendencies, doesn't it? Speaking of diving, Eric decided to dive deep into the world of random facts today. Did you know pandas can't see red? Yeah, neither did I. Imagine if we couldn't see red. Everything would be like shades of a cool blue-green monochromatic world. Would make for a trippy VR environment, don't you think? Oh, and guess what I had for lunch today? Banh mi? Yeah, that delicious Vietnamese sandwich. It was absolutely massive, just the way I like it. I can't tell you how much I missed having it. It was like a little slice of home in between fresh, crispy baguettes. Made me miss Mama's cooking a bit. And yes, both Nina and Eric now officially hate me for making them crave banh mi. Mission accomplished. Maybe I should ship them some as a food peace offering, huh? And maybe some for you too, because I bet I just made you crave for banh mi too. Just wait until I tell them about my mum's amazing pho recipe. Now that's going to be a crazy craving fest. Other than that, it's been a pretty typical day, you know. Oh, except I missed the latest episode of The Sniper Within. No spoilers, okay? I know how big of a fan you are. Promise I'll catch up soon. All right, I should probably get on with some reworking and more virtual exploration. There's certainly a lot more stone steps to conquer. I have to tell you about today. It was perfect for adding a little spice to the routine. I joined a digital scavenger hunt. Yes, you heard it right. I was basically an augmented reality urban explorer, darting through the city in search of digitally spray-painted art. The thrill was real. The fun part was that it was almost like playing one of our games, but the stakes were higher. I mean, come on, who wouldn't love hunting for virtual clues to find hidden digital treasures? Seriously, it was one hell of a journey. Electronic graffiti dominate my digital playground. It was like living in an urban AR fairy tale. And guess who nailed it? Yep, your girl here. I crushed it, of course. I got some amazing photos too, which I'll show you later. Honestly, the whole experience was Insta-worthy. It was like a euphoric blend of my hobbies, urban photography and gaming. I shared the experience with the gang on our group chat. Nina was curious about how the whole digital scavenger hunt works, but Eric was quicker to catch up with the idea, comparing it to Pokemon Go. Eric, predictable as always, isn't he? Although Nina seemed less excited, she agreed to give it a go next weekend. I swear, Eric and Nina don't know what they're in for. They'll be as hooked on it as I am. We ended up planning a team event for next week. God, I can't wait. It's going to be crazy fun. Imagine all of us virtually running around the city, finding digital clues like professional AR detectives. Kind of like a geeky version of Scooby-Doo, right? I am so excited I could burst. If only we had these high-tech toys to play with when we were kids, huh? Imagine the countless adventures we could have had around our old neighborhood. Do you remember when we used to play pretend explorers and search for imaginary treasures? This is like the grown-up, tech-heavy version of our childhood make-believe games. Anyways, after the hustle and bustle, we decided to wind down tonight with a game of Fortnite. Yeah, the rest of the day was pretty light compared to the exhilaration from earlier. Oh, and just a random thought. This entire experience had me thinking, with all this digital revolution and AR trends, isn't it crazy how technology is transforming our day-to-day life? It's like we're dancing on the boundary line of fantasy and reality, and I absolutely love it. Lately, I've also been thinking about incorporating VR with AR technology. Imagine a realistic 3D environment transformed with augmented reality. How insane would that be? I might experiment on this idea. Try to sculpt a masterpiece out of it. I know it won't be a walk in the park, but I'm ready to dive into this head first. Speaking about diving, some random dude was wearing scuba gear for no apparent reason in downtown today. Yep, right in the heart of New York City. I'm often floored by how we're all comfortably odd in our own ways. Now that's what I call a free spirit. All right, I should probably sign off now.